guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be confessing all of our debts to you. So from the very beginning of our journey, January 2017 to now, you will see what our total debt balance was when we first started this journey, when we paid off each debt, and what we have remaining. So let's go ahead and get started. In front of me, I have my Erin Condren Deluxe monthly planner. This is the planner that I personally like to use for our family's budget. So I am going to be putting our debt confession in the very back here. I will be doing a full walkthrough of my 2019 budget planner setup. That will be posted, I believe, in a couple weeks. So stay tuned for that because I did set up quite a few pages, and I'm going to be doing our debt confession right here on this page. So to do this this notes page, I am going to be using an Erin Condren sticker sheet. I really love this like floral pattern. I think it's super pretty. And everything that you see here today is going to be linked below. The Erin Condren stickers, the Deluxe monthly planner. There's also a $10 off coupon that you can use for Erin Condren by signing up for an account with my referral link. If you already have an account, you can always, sign your grandma up, your significant other up, to get that $10 off coupon code. Basically, once you sign up with my referral link, you will be emailed a coupon code that you can use for your Erin Condren order. So definitely check that out if that's something that you're interested in. So to start out with, I'm going to put my washi down. And I just like to line it up with this little line down here. And we're going to use this flag to write debt confession. Line that up at the top. It's hard to believe that it's been 2 years since we started this whole crazy, get out of debt journey. We are following Dave Ramsey's baby steps. If you're not familiar with his baby steps, I did post a video on it kind of walking you through and explaining in detail each baby step. But a good starting point if you're interested in starting your own financial freedom journey is the Total Money Makeover book. That's the only thing that my husband and I used to get started, and it's hands down, I believe, one of the best resources out there. You can check it out at your local library. He also does offer Financial Peace University. My husband and I have not gone through FPU, but I've heard amazing things about it. I have that linked down below as well. So definitely check that out if this is something that you're interested in getting started on. The Total Money Makeover provided us with everything that we needed to know pretty much to get started. So, okay, so the way I'm going to set up this page is I am going to have 2 columns. I'm going to have, or actually 3 columns. I'm going to have the debt, the amount, and the payoff date. So I think what I'll do first is I'll actually, I'll underline right under here, and I'm just winging this, you guys. I should start doing like rough drafts of my pages just to make it a little easier on myself, but okay. And then I think I'm gonna do a column here, and I'll do a column here for the amount, and then the payoff date will be listed there. So this is going to be the debt, the amount, and the payoff date. Okay. So let's see. Okay, we'll start off with just our very first debt, the very, very first debt that we ever paid off. And by the way, I am filming this super early in the morning. It's just about 5:30 a.m. My whole family's asleep, so I'm using a microphone. It worked before, but if my voice sounds a little hoarse, it's because it's first thing in the morning, and this is the first time I've talked all morning. So I have just found that early morning is one of the best times for me to film. So it's kind of what I'm doing, but it's a work in progress. Okay, so our first debt that we ever paid off was our Citibank credit card. And that amount was $3,525.29. And the payoff date was January 2017. So just a little note about this debt. We were living off of our credit card. We were paying it off every single month, so we were really good about that. But we were literally putting every bill, all of our groceries, everything on our credit card, and we were paying it off every month, and we were doing that to build up like cash rewards and things like that. So that is why this was the first debt we paid off, because we were just kind of used to always paying off our credit card. And our credit card has like a 16% interest rate or something crazy. So obviously I wanted to pay that off. I was not going to wait to pay that off. So Dave Ramsey, he recommends doing the Debt Snowball, which is paying off your debts from smallest to largest. This was not our smallest debt, but like I said, we were just used to paying off our credit card. So we decided to just stick with that. And I'm going to zoom you guys in a bit. Okay. So the next debt that we paid off was a student loan, and that was our 422 Great Lakes student loan. And that amount was $710.51. And we paid that off in January 2017. And then we paid off another student loan, 1-01 Navient, one of my husband's. And that amount was $808 even. And we paid that off in January 2017. Okay. Our next debt was 1-03 Navient, and that amount was $874.23, and we paid that debt off in February 2017. Why do I feel like I spelled that wrong? Did I? Yeah, I did. Here, let's get some white out. I'm like, that is not spelled correctly. That's what I get for filming before my brain's awake. So we'll just take a little bit of white out and correct that. No biggie. February 2017. I'm like double checking. Okay. And then we paid off another student loan, 419 Great Lakes, and this is where the debt started getting larger. And that loan balance was $2,124.42, and we paid that off in March 2017, and I'm pretty sure we used our tax return to pay that off, if I remember correctly. And then we paid off 1-02 Navient, so lots of little baby student loans in the very beginning. And that balance was $3,059.65. and we paid that off in April 2017. And then we realized that, and I think we used part of our tax return to pay that off as well. We were getting large tax returns. I don't recommend doing that. We've since corrected it, and last year we owed, so that wasn't good. But this year, I think we're actually going to get another return because of the tax reform, but the goal is to not give the government too little or too much to like maybe owe $100 or get back $100. So we'll find out this tax season like what we are getting back, or if we owe what we owe, and then we'll kind of like make our corrections from there. And you just adjust your tax withholdings, obviously, to do that. Okay, and then we realized we owed on our cell phones. And we're like, well, that should be considered debt. So we decided to pay those off because it lowered our phone bill significantly. And we paid those off in April 2017 as well. Oh, and I just remembered, so part of the reason that we were able to pay so much in April was because I liquidated a side business I had at the time. Back in April 2017, I was a distributor for Savvycents, and I sold lip scents. And I liquidated my entire business and was able to use that money to pay off our debts. But this would come back, the liquidation of my business would come back to bite me later on. I'll explain that in a little bit. So after that, we paid off another student loan. This was the last student loan of my husband's. So he is now student loan debt free, which is exciting. And that debt was $3,288 even. And we paid that off in May 2017. And then we got caught up with a whole bunch of car maintenance. I remember that summer so vividly. It was so stressful. We had new tires on both of our cars, I believe. Some crazy stuff had happened to both of our vehicles, and we lost momentum because we started to feel discouraged because our entire snowball was getting eaten up by our car maintenance and things like that. And we fell off the wagon pretty much completely. And then I had talked to one of my friends about like the liquidation of the business and how taxes worked with having a side business and everything. And I realized, oh shoot, I think we're going to owe taxes next year. And I was right. So we owed a pretty penny to the government in 2017, or well, technically 2018, but it was for our 2017 taxes. And that amount was $2,475 even. And we paid that in March 2018. So as you can see, there is quite a gap between our next debt payoff date. But we were working on paying off our car, which came pretty shortly after this. So we were still working on it, but our car was a big debt, as you're about to see. And then we went and switched carriers and got different cell phones, and we just decided to pay them off right away. So that amount was $1,608.07. I want to start a sinking fund for cell phones, probably in 2020, because it seems like every 2 to 3 years, we get new cell phones. And I really don't want to have to like pay this huge chunk in one out of 1 month's income. So that'll be coming eventually, but we paid this off in June 2018. And then we got really aggressive with the car. And that was our Dodge Journey. And the total balance that we owed on the Dodge journey when we started our journey was $9,909.61. And we paid that off in September 2018, which was super exciting. So that meant, no more car debt for us and no more car debt ever again. We have a sinking fund for car maintenance or car repairs right now. We're going to make that kind of like a car repair replace fund. So we'll start contributing to it a bit more. Right now we're putting about $200 a month in it because we know we have a lot of car maintenance coming up for both of our vehicles. We're right around that 100,000 mile mark. So we're being pretty aggressive with funding that account to make sure that we are covered. But we'll probably contribute more to it in 2020 once, our emergency fund is done and everything, to pay cash for our next couple of vehicles. So, and then if you guys have been following me since I started my journey, you know that we got in trouble with our credit card again. So we thought, we're disciplined enough. We just paid off our car. Let's just go ahead and we'll go back to what we were doing before and use our credit card to live off of. And that got us into trouble. So I paid that off. The total amount was $2,547.21. And we paid that off in November 2018. And never again. Both of our credit cards are cut up. We will not ever again in our life use a credit card. I just don't see the point. Yes, you get cash rewards back for using your credit card. And some people are fine with this. And if this is like your thing, this is not to bash you at all. I just know us personally, we spend way more when we have a credit card versus using cash for things like groceries, personal spending money, all that kind of stuff. With cash, it's so simple. Once the cash is gone, it's gone. You can't, there's no arguing with that. With a credit card, for us, it's like, I'm an impulse spender. And I'm impatient, which is a bad combination. So if I see something I want, I'm like, oh, I'll just put it on the credit card and we'll just pay it off later. So that just gets it gets us into trouble. And so we are personally not going to use credit cards anymore. We'll stick to our cash. Maybe eventually we'll transition to using debit, but right now cash works really, really well for us. So that is what we are sticking with. Okay. And then we've got our remaining debts. So we've got 421 Great Lakes, another student loan. We have all student loans left now. And the balance on that is, when we started, was $4,401.62, and we have not paid that off yet. Our next one is 418 Great Lakes. And the balance on that when we started was $5,780.64. And then we've got 420 Great Lakes. And when we started, that balance was $6,634.75. And then finally, we've got Wells Fargo, which is another student loan. It's a private one. And our beginning balance on that in January 2017 was $11,325.04. And we're still working on paying these last 4 off. So our total debt in the beginning was $60,594.12. Whew, that is quite a number, let me tell you. just going to put this down. And the next thing I'm going to do is just go through and highlight with my mild liners. I think I'll use maybe the teal one because it goes with that top flag. So I've got a whole bunch of mild liners in here and just random pens. Here we go. I think this is the one I was wanting. Okay. So I'm just going to go through and highlight what we've paid off because I feel like that kind of helps, visualize a little bit. Let me zoom you out just a smidgen. Okay. It's amazing to look back and kind of see, how far we've come since the very beginning of our journey. There's moments where you lose steam and you lose that motivation, that spark that, got you started in the first place. This is not an easy, fun process. I mean, for me, I'm kind of nerdy about it, so I enjoy playing with the numbers and I love budgeting, as you guys know. But it will be very exciting once this season of our, financial journey has come to an end and we can finally put all of our extra money into savings accounts, into retirement, into our daughter's, college account, go on nice vacations as a family. The only vacation that we've ever done was our overnight stay at the Polar Express, which I posted a little family vlog for that on my channel, so check that out if you haven't. But that's all we've done so far, because we've been just focused on trying to get this done. And we had, a little lapse. We definitely paid off a lot more in 2017 than 2018, but 2019 is going to be our year to get this done. So again, our total beginning debt was $60,594.12. You can see everything we've paid off to date. We only have these 4 student loans left and our balance on those loans. By the way, let's check that out. Our balance on the loans that we have remaining is just $19,590.01. So, minimum payments helped carve a lot of these down. I think at one point we were paying this off before the car and then we decided to pay off the car instead. So that's why that is a little bit lower. But, that's huge, you guys. We owe less than a third of what we started with. And we've been averaging between $20,000 and $25,000 per year. And as you guys know, I did create an annual budget. I have since updated it, but this is our annual budget. And I've updated it with our monthly groceries and weekly groceries because we changed the way that we're meal planning and grocery shopping, and all of that. So I changed those numbers. But as you can see, our total after deducting our fixed expenses, our variable expenses from our take-home pay is $26,853.38. So it's going to happen this year, you guys. It's going to happen this year. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. So excited. And our first goal, this is just a little sneak peek of all of my setup and everything. Like I said, I'm going to do a complete walkthrough of my 2019 budget planner for you guys very soon. But our first goal is to pay off this first loan by February next month. So you guys are going to be, here with me during this journey. Be sure to subscribe to see how this all unfolds and everything. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. It feels good. It's crazy that we started here, but it feels so good just kind of being able to visualize how far we've come. It's crazy. Time flies, you guys. And then just persistence, consistency, just keep moving forward and you'll accomplish your goals. Even those tiny extra payments we've made along the way, all of that has added up to help us get to where we are today. And I have very good feelings about 2019. So, but yeah, give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Any questions, comments you have, leave those down below for me, and I will chat with you all later. Bye.